Hey, you guys. Hey, thank you for coming back. It's good to see you. And yeah, again, that includes me. Whoa, look at you. There you are. You didn't have to come here. It's good to see me. Ooh, hey. Okay, so I got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons very recently, and I played my first game, and I was okay. I was super excited about my character, like too much, like too much. I got that hyper focus going on, and okay, fine, I liked it. Whatever. um, discovered this thing in there, a tiefling. And basically that's to hold a group of people that are at an abuse magnet because they're different and people can see at a distance. I'm like, you're that thing I don't like talking to. I'm sure just tons of people can relate to that. For me specifically, I think it might be because I am mentally ill and at some level of neurodivergent, and I've had that deep, maybe troubling 1,000-yard stare since I was a small child, and it made most people I know uncomfortable, and they couldn't really put their finger on why, but they were just like, "You're different, and I don't like you, and I don't want you in my space. In fact, my space is tainted that you have been in it, and you give me nightmares now." And I'm like, I know, I get that a lot. I don't have any idea what I can do about that, and there never was any idea to find in a whole group of people that fits under that heading. It felt really good, and the fact that that a career path you can pick is an entertainer. I could be a bard that specializes in goofing off, and like, wow, that's how I cover up my feelings about all that anyway. Well, I don't want to say cover up because I dig around in there, I'm fine, but that's how I manage my reaction to a lot of stuff. And I felt heard by this game. It was amazing. And so I got so wound up that the day before the first game, I took some leftover plastic Easter eggs and I turned them into like two small, like wide, low to the face tiefling horns and made them actually skin color like my skin tone, and I added a bunch of dark red freckles, so I made that pattern. And it felt really good to embody something that I feel like embodies me. It gave me a little bit of room to explore myself in a way that I didn't have any idea was so fulfilling. Of just this fictional character I relate to, that I wrote. Give me access to myself in a way, honestly, I didn't have before. And okay, so I was so excited about that, and I had one more Easter egg, and I thought, I really like the horn so much. If I made just one by itself in a different color, I could be a unicorn. So then, right, because me, I fixated on that, and here we go. Only this is Tuesday, because I wouldn't stop making sure it turned out the way that I wanted. And here's where I'm getting with that, guys. Like, I was being really harsh to myself verbally. I'm like, "Oh, you suck. Knock it off." And I didn't realize for the first bit of time, but I was trying to talk myself out of working hard. I was trying to talk myself out of being a person with some level of integrity. Um, just doing things that for whatever my low skill level is, being proud of, which is exactly who I want to be. I, I hate being a person that gets bored and tired and cuts corners. And I was talking myself into that. And I think it's just habits. Guys, I don't know about you, but with me, I can be extremely gullible. I can be extremely naive, and just the first thing I hear goes right in my brain and becomes truth, as long as it's something negative about myself. As long as it's something that adds to my self-loathing, and I'm not sure why that is. Although I did, okay, earlier this year realize that might have something to do with the fact that I've got a lot of control issues. We see that as negative, but you don't have to be a negative person to have control issues. You just have to have a lot of fear. Don't let this happen. Don't let that happen. And I'm not afraid of doing things well. I'm afraid of being ashamed. And I think some part deep in the meats there, with probably a lot of us, is like, quit, 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 quit. What if we quit? And I decided it would be good for me, and it would be maybe good for the story if I decide to finish this up the way that I want to, make actual plans the day before, and rest on purpose, knowing that I missed my targets, because it's worth it to live with the standards I want to set for myself. And that would be to finish up in a way that would make me happy, and then rest in a way that would make me alert today. And so I chose to be late today instead of staying up. Okay, I was up until 3, but I could have been up until 7 working on this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to not allow myself to do that. And then I'm going to, I don't know, brag about treating myself kindly last night. That's rough. I know a lot of us have this. I know for a lot of us, this is learned behavior, or it was enforced by bad treatment, or I think on some people, maybe it's just chemical. Maybe we're just that prone to this reaction, but however you came across this, guys, oh, I could be too honest. Hey, I don't think it'll ever go away. Maybe not for any of us. But what I decided to focus on last night, and hopefully for the rest of my life, if I can focus enough, I'm going to notice when I do it, just like last night. And I am going to question myself. And if I'm being unreasonable with my complaints about how horrible I am, I'm going to call myself that instead, and continue doing the things that I'm passionate about, the things that make me feel a little low-level proud, the things that help the people around me, as long as that's at a healthy level. I don't want to be the person I tried to talk myself into being last night. And okay, so I'm like really excited. I figured it out. I figured something out, guys, and it was free because it's not like I could have called the doctor if I wanted to. So anyway, that was just a fun moment. I love my horn. What you think? What you think? What you think? What you think? The thing is so cute. Maybe I'll use it again. I know I was called a unicorn several times in my life. Man, it is never because I am okay, I won't say never, but it wasn't typically a positive experience. I have unique levels of chaos. I have unique levels of like mental unrest and physical issues. Oh man, I'm in a well, okay. I always tell people I'm a 5-gallon bucket of trauma, but just add medical issues to that too, right? Hey, maybe I'm an Olympic-sized pool of medical issues. What are you gonna do? But that's what we're gonna do. We're going to be a person that is deeply unwell, and we're going to choose to be the best version of that. And a lot of times that's going to include being stressed and resting and just quitting for the day and whatever it takes to have a fulfilled life. It's so short. I can't describe to you how short it is. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Mwah.